Hey, Leanne, thanks very much for jumping on this call. We like to have these sort of calls to check in on, our members, how they're doing, how they found the program, so that, anyone else that might be considering joining the program or just wants to know what it is we do inside this, gets a little bit of an insight into our world. So thanks for jumping on the call. What I think I'll start with is tell us a little bit about who you are, what you sell, and what you do.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for asking all the questions and getting to know the business better. So my name's Leanne Haining and I'm the creative director at Urban Rituelle. And we have been in business 25 years. We are manufacturers of home fragrance, bath and body care products and skincare products. And we make products that make people feel good. So that's at the very core of what we do. And we supply Australian retailers approximately 1,000. We also export to Southeast Asia and New Zealand. And we have a small retail boutique and an e-commerce store.
I love that. And I love that you talk about the outcome of your business, not the products necessarily that you sell. And I personally use your products. And I was thinking about you yesterday because we have one of your most popular candles, which is the lemongrass candle in our hallway as we enter the house. And Catherine had put it on this morning, or that morning, and I walked in. I'm like, it just reminded me of you and your ambiance that you portray. So definitely, what you're trying to achieve in your business is completely true because you do create a feeling for us. So I love that. So excellent, thanks for that. Been in business for quite a while, and I was just checking before we jumped in this call. How long have we actually been working together? Because we've been doing a lot together, and we've been working together for about 12 months now. So that's pretty exciting. I just want to ask you, in that last 12 months prior to working with us, what sort of state was your business in?
So one of the things that I know about our business is I know so my role in the business is product development, marketing, brand, how we make the brand feel, and we're wholesalers and exporters and manufacturers. So that part of the business we knew really well. And I believed that we needed an e-commerce because I also knew that we needed to be able to supply people that couldn't get our products from those retail stores. So we wanted to be able to supply direct to consumer Australia-wide. So the part of the business that I knew and understood was the manufacturing, the product development, the wholesale and exporting. But the e-commerce part, I did not understand. And I was fumbling around in the dark, teaching myself, which is what I did for the other parts of the business. But I was frustrated because I had a lack of time and a lack of knowledge, and it moves very quickly. And so I felt that I was putting a lot of work into it, but hitting a brick wall because I didn't have the knowledge and expertise that I needed for that e-commerce growth, that I believed that, the goals that we should have been hitting, we weren't hitting. So I was frustrated by that.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely happens in businesses that have been around for a long time. You grow over time and, you learn the skills on the job. But sometimes there's such a big learning curve from where you are now to where you want to get to. You sort of need to fast track it. So,
yeah, and we're completely self-taught. Scott and I started our business in a market stall, and we literally just kept teaching ourselves. I mean, we didn't start with this product, we had other products, and we just kept learning and refining and working out what products we wanted and what products were selling well or what products people liked. And we just kept teaching ourselves the whole way through. But as a mature business, we didn't have the time to waste teaching ourselves this skill. I probably wasted 1 or 2 years, but that was what we found, was that now as a mature business, we needed to fast track our knowledge in this area so we could achieve those goals.
yeah, I love that. So thinking about that, what have been some of the highlights that you've sort of had working with us and the things that you've learned over the last, I guess, 12 months?
There's quite a few. As you know, I'm a numbers person, and the thing that I was finding really frustrating was my lack of knowledge and understanding of e-commerce numbers. So I knew all the numbers in my business, and I could tell you every KPI, every GP, NP. I can tell you every number. But in e-commerce, I didn't understand the acronyms. So people would say to me the CTR and the AOV, and I didn't know what those were. So I felt I didn't have confidence in the numbers because I didn't understand and I didn't know. And because of that, I wasn't willing to make good decisions. So I think the thing that I found the most knowledgeable is really knowing those numbers now. So now I know my e-commerce numbers every single day. I know the spend on our Google ads. I know the spend on our Facebook ads. I did not know that before. I was just completely blind to those numbers. I now know our conversion rate daily, our average order rate, average order value, click-through rate. So those things, I love the scorecard. I go into that every single day and look at the numbers, which is great. Yeah, I think that the numbers and yeah, I think that's one of my other highlights. I did write some down. Oh, the marketing has also been really helpful. So the monthly focus, that's been really helpful for me to just focus on that. What are we famous for the month? Because my struggles with marketing is with so many products and so many things that we do, it could get confusing. So now I just focus on that one focus or one product for the month or one story for the month. That's been really good. And also, it's just the sounding board that I have when I'm unsure that I can ask you and you can push me along to do something that I may hesitate or take too long to do. So that sounding board's been great too.
I think we might be kindred spirits when it comes to numbers. When we first jumped on a call and you said, I love numbers, and you're like, I feel comfortable in spreadsheets. I was like, yeah, now we're talking. And I knew we were gonna do some good things together.
Oh, I know another thing. I didn't use Google Sheets and now I do. So that was the other thing. I was like, oh, Google Docs, and now I love Google Docs and I send Google Docs to everyone. And I mean, you asked me about something at the airport the other day. You needed something. And I went straight onto my phone, went straight to Google Drive, sent it to you, bang. I was like, I love that. So that's been also just, new tech that so even something as simple as that has been really beneficial.
I did notice that when you sent that through, actually. I'm like, I know you're at the airport, like, and you sent me the document that I need. I'm like, this is awesome. And one thing I just noticed then when you were talking about the numbers and the acronyms, you're like saying CTR, AOV, ECR, all those things there. Like that sounds natural to you now than it would have been previously.
Yeah, and I mean, to be really authentic, I was probably a little bit embarrassed that I didn't know those numbers and I didn't know those acronyms. So I felt silly. And so when I would speak to, paid agencies or even contractors, because I didn't understand those numbers and they'd sort of make it sound harder than it was. And so I lost confidence in my ability to do that. And, that was for me. So I felt like I didn't know and I couldn't do it. So as soon as I understood those numbers and you made it really simple for me, it just makes complete sense. And now I'm confident. And yeah, it was just because I love the numbers, but I didn't understand how it worked in e-commerce.
Yeah, I love that. So if you think about everything we put in place, we talk about the strategies and the frameworks that we talk about, such as the scorecard and the monthly marketing plan. How have these added value to you as you've been trying to navigate the e-commerce side of your business?
Well, I feel that now I have a really clear strategy on my growth and a clear plan. And that to me has been exceptional because I now know where I'm going and I've got goals and targets and I have a plan on how to get there. And also what I was saying before about those, the monthly focus. So I know exactly what we're focusing on. And I think for me, a really good example of that was the Black Friday planning. To me, that was exceptional. We had a whole month planning in advance what we were going to do for Black Friday with a really clear plan on our email marketing and our paid marketing and the banners on the website and also the numbers. So what sort of traffic we're expecting, what our conversion rate would be, what our average order would be. And so I had this really, really clear plan of what we would be going for. And then we smashed that. So we were up about 30% on any other Black Friday event that we'd done, and it was definitely our most successful. So I think it was a culmination of all of the planning, so the numbers, the marketing, that all came together for a really successful campaign. And it also made it really clear for my team. So Jody, who works with me, was able to, we were really coherent. So I think they all came together.
Yeah, and it's also a testament to you guys that, we gave you the frameworks and the playbooks and you did it like literally down to the dot to make it work. And, if you follow the plan, you get the result. And I think that was a testament to like, you love to learn, you love to implement, you follow guides to get you there, and definitely amazing results. I love seeing that. And I love seeing you guys be happy that all the work you put in actually paid off. So that was awesome.
Yeah, and it was good because you set us a roadmap, and that's what I mean about everything coming together. We just had a roadmap, and you're like, if you follow this, you will get the result, and that's what we did. And it was really good because it was completely the opposite of what I was doing before, which was fumbling around in the dark trying to work it out.
Yeah, nice one. So if you think about that now and the future of your e-commerce business and the strategies, how are you feeling about, I guess, the next few years on the way your business is going to go?
Yeah, I feel really good about where e-commerce is going to go for our business, because one of the things that I knew was that our e-commerce business, particularly as business changes and retail changes, that the e-commerce revenue should be bringing in 20% of total company revenue. And we are definitely on track. We were maybe 10% 12 months ago, and now we're at about 15%. And I really feel having that diverse strategy with manufacturing and export and e-commerce is going to make our business successful, because we've got lots of different revenue streams that come in. And now that I know those numbers, I just feel that I can plan because I have knowledge and understanding. So it just gives me more confidence to make decisions. And the other thing that it does is it means that if I get team on board, I know what I'm doing. So then I can direct the team and I can speak the language of e-commerce and confidently know how it works. And I think that's going to make a huge difference. So I feel really confident about the new direction of the stronger direction for our e-commerce business.
Yeah, I love that you said you feel confident and you can speak the language, and you know that it's not always going to rely on you. But when you do hire experts that come in, you don't just sit them in a corner and just think they're doing their little magic tricks. You at least now know how to measure their performance. You now know what objectives you need to set them and what their KPIs need to be. And you can speak the same language as them. And being able to do that means it gets you the best results out of that staff member, and they feel listened to, heard, and part of the team. So I think I'm glad you picked up that out of it.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the things that I found in the past, was that I would just hope and pray that the person was doing what needed to be done. But without me as being the leader and actually knowing and understanding e-commerce, then I could not lead the team and even have the expectations and set the direction, because I didn't know. But now I do.
Yeah, amazing. All right, well, let's land this plane. If someone was thinking about joining the program and maybe they're sitting on the fence, oh, should I, shouldn't I? I'm thinking of joining another program. What would you say to them if they're trying to make that decision?
I would definitely say I was hesitant for a couple of years because I didn't know which way to go. And I wasn't sure if I should make the investment, because I had investment with paid ads and investment with marketing teams. And then I just got to a point where, as I said, I just hit a brick wall. So once I made that decision, I'm so grateful, because, as I said, I have a sounding board. I have this knowledge bank of you, and also the community that you have. So I'm loving learning from other people in the community as well. And I would say, if you're willing to do the work and learn and listen, that you will just get so much benefit. So that's what I feel, that if you learn and you listen and you do the work and you take the actions, that the benefits and the rewards are definitely there.
So good. Thanks for sharing that with everyone. I just want to say thanks for being part of the community, Leanne. You do bring in, I love bringing in people from so many different categories, experiences, and you bring a wealth of knowledge from your extensive business experience and your kind nature and, your engagement in the group. So I want to say thanks for being part of it. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And I think that this community wouldn't be as good without the members, and you definitely contribute to it. So thanks for being part of it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's great to be part of the community. I think I said to you when I first joined that I didn't feel that I would join the community, because I didn't feel that I probably had the knowledge. And then I realized I had different knowledge. So yeah, it's been really good, and we all bring something different. So you learn from all the people around you.